All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
What's happening, guys?
Hey guys.
We don't have any comments over there yet. Are we? Are we in here by ourselves?
We'll have to see in a second. See if somebody puts a comment in for us.
If you're
Make
if
sure
you're
you can
in
hear
the
us all.
chat, yeah, if you can hear us, drop some comment. And let us know.
Says there are only 4 watching.
Oh, okay. It's been a long time since we've done. There we go. Mama said pop you out. Hello, Mama said pop you out. Sound check. Mama said pop you out. Are you hearing us? Okay. I can hear you. Okay, so we're good.
Awesome. So we're good.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it's been way too long, fellas.
Man, it has been. It has been. And, I have really been slacking on the channel as well. I think I've done like 1 or 2 videos in the last 2 months. So been a lot going on, and my back's been giving me issues and all kinds of stuff. Just hadn't felt up to it like I typically do. Heck, me and Century even did a weekend long vintage toy hunt. And I filmed the entire thing and just hadn't put the video together.
He's already put out 3 videos for it.
I know. It's ridiculous, man. I gotta get on it. I got to get on it.
Hey, Daniel, I didn't see you in the background in any of his videos. You weren't there.
So we went. I got to go with them on Saturday to a smaller show in. Where'd we go?
We went to
Salisbury. Yeah, Salisbury. So we didn't film there. We just walked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a big con down there somewhere?
Down in South Carolina, there was. Yeah.
Yep. Retro Toy Con.
Right.
We considered it and just ended up not going, and I'm glad I didn't, man. We ended up all getting sick, and it was just I really felt bad for Century. As soon as he flew in, family members in my home started getting sick the day that he flew in. And we literally dealt with that the whole time. And then I came down with COVID actually the day he flew out. So it was just a mess.
Was it like the 9th time you had COVID or something like that?
It is the third. It is the third time. And it was the worst time by far. This was by far the worst COVID I've ever had.
Okay, I thought you lost your sense of taste and smell the first time.
Yeah. I did, but I didn't feel that bad. This time I felt like a Mack truck ran me over, backed up, ran over me again, backed up, and then squealed its tires on my forehead. I mean, it literally was terrible. Yeah, it was bad. Kyle Kohler, welcome, buddy. Coda Andrews, good to see you as well, man. Primetime Reviews, hello. Welcome to the chat. You guys keep the chats running. If you have questions, if you have comments, drop them over there. We try to respond to every question. May not respond to every single message, but we'll pretty much try to get to every question if you guys drop a question over there in the chat.
So, I got a question for you. You got to go to a Monday Night Raw, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was awesome. I got a ton of footage from it too. We had great seats, so I'm actually gonna splice it into my next toy hunt, just to just why not?
Good. That's very cool. Did CM end up showing up or no?
No, I didn't Punk did not show up. They kept advertising that he was going to show up. He's going to be at SmackDown this week and at Raw next week. So every time they did that, like the entire crowd would just start booing.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. Got to see a title match. It was Jey Uso and Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, yeah.
It was a fun match. It was a very hot crowd. It was cool.
Very cool.
It was cool seeing Cody Rhodes coming out to his entrance because he's got that like epic entrance.
It's so long.
Yeah, and but it's cool to like be a part of it. Like you really kind of get wrapped up in it. It was neat. It was neat. I'm going to Cody Rhodes signing actually on Saturday. So,
where's that at?
Here locally in Albany.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother and I are going to that, so that'll be cool. I don't know if he like ended up just staying here the whole week. I don't know why he would. He probably left and is just coming back. Is my guess.
We gotta talk about ManCave if we're gonna try to go to the one in Greensboro in March for AEW, since that's Sting's retirement.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
March
That
3rd.
would be awesome.
Comment right here. I see it was about the new Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
I am not a big Godzilla fan at all.
Yeah.
Like I've seen bits and pieces of the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Never been my thing. The current MonsterVerse, with Godzilla, Kong, and all that. Yeah, I've seen those. They're fine, just big dumb, Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
This new Godzilla movie,
the -1, right?
-1 movie of the year for me.
Are you serious?
So is it not tied to any of the other stuff?
It's not tied to any of the other ones, the current ones. It's basically almost like a remake of the original, because it takes place right after World War II. Absolutely phenomenal movie. Phenomenal.
The Godzilla looks amazing.
The Godzilla looks incredible. And you know what the budget for this movie was?
What?
$15 million.
That's it?
Yes. The movie was absolutely spectacular.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it had like some action, but it wasn't like what the movie was like really focused on. It was kind of a character-driven movie, and you really, really cared about like all the characters.
That's awesome, man.
It was a phenomenal movie. I'm telling you, one of my favorite movies of the year.
I'll have to see that. Any WrestleMania, Philly. You going to that, Oleg?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I honestly probably not though.
Okay.
Because it's too expensive. The tickets for nosebleeds are like $1,000.
Wow. Goodness gracious, man. That's like, Super Bowl. It's like Super Bowl.
It's like what am I going to see up there?
Right.
Like
right.
Why?
You're going to see ants. You're going to see ants wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but like I don't know. The thing which I would love to go to is like the fan access during that week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can go to that if you don't have tickets to WrestleMania. I don't know how that works.
So with WrestleMania being 2 days now, when you buy your ticket, you're buying the ticket for both nights?
You can buy it for both nights or for one of the nights.
So 1,000 is for just one night?
No, it's for both, but still.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, you might as well do both nights. I mean, what's the point of just doing one? Right. Jersey and I have been talking about it. We're going to look into like the whole fan access thing. It's possible that he and I might, if you can just go to that without like actually having to need to go to WrestleMania, we might go to that because he lives like half an hour from where that's going to be. So I might just go hang with him for a few days and do that. What just happened to ManCave?
I think he's talking to somebody in there. So Jesus, what's happening? Cotton, appreciate you jumping in here. So they said also the Monarch show. I just recognized that there was a Monarch Godzilla show that's on right now.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out too. I think
that's tied to the MonsterVerse, like the Hollywood MonsterVerse.
And then I just saw the trailer for the new one, Godzilla and Kong. Looks kind of weird.
That's the next one in that whole series.
Yeah, it looks like that's getting out into like Meg 2 type of craziness. If y'all seen Meg 2 and how crazy that. Yeah. So when I saw the Kong and the Godzilla thing, and they're like running in like Superman and Batman, I'm just like, it's getting a little crazy.
It's getting a little crazy, and
it is. And I am a Godzilla fan, So I'm actually hearing you say that about -1 actually gets me really excited about it because I trust your film critiquing. So for you to come in and say that one's so strong, it actually gets me pretty pumped up about it. Let me get over.
Crazy is I haven't seen a single trailer for the -1.
Oh, you need to go watch.
You gotta watch it. Phil, ManCave, have you seen Shin Godzilla?
No, but you know what? I almost bought it on iTunes the other day, the dubbed version.
So that one, after watching -1, I was like, I gotta check that one out too because it's a Japanese one, and it takes place in modern day. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Like it's not great. It's okay.
I watched the trailer for it, and the trailer was literally like a 2-minute portion of the movie where they're just sitting around in a boardroom talking about.
That's what a lot of the movie is.
Okay. All right.
So and it's just a lot of politics. It's a lot of like going through the bureaucracy of what would happen if like there was like
this actually happened.
This was actually happening, in the nonsensical bureaucracy that you would have to deal with.
I got you. Let me get over here in the comments real quick. Jesus, hello, brother. Got Coda Andrews here, agreed, because it almost got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So the movie's getting pretty good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Cotton, appreciate you hopping in, bud, dropping by. Mama said pop you out like the first Meg movie, but the second one was trash. I have to agree. I actually liked the first one pretty good. The second one just got really dumb. And then Kunder Thunt, best Godzilla movie to date, apparently. So yeah, sounds like I'm hearing good things. You're not the Sintastic. You're not the first one to that I've heard say it is literally potentially the best Godzilla movie ever made. So,
like I said, I'm not big. I haven't seen a lot of the old ones. Like I said, here and there, I've seen the new MonsterVerse Warner Brothers ones. I mean, this one blows those away. Just as far as like just sheer quality of movie, it was great. It was just a great story, great, interesting characters. Godzilla was cool. Like what I liked about it is they clearly made Godzilla a villain. There was no like, oh, he's like this anti-hero the way he is in the Hollywood one. No. He's a monster.
That's awesome.
Just out to destroy, and it's scary. Like
he ain't nobody's friend. He's not there to make friends.
No,
yeah,
he's not. He's just, and you don't understand. They never explain like why he's doing what he's doing. He's just a force of evil.
Yeah,
like Michael Myers.
That's how, to me, that is what Godzilla should be.
Yeah,
no,
like he's not like the military's best friend. He is just out to destroy and cause chaos. But look, now look at this Super 7 figure. Now you've seen it, Oleg, pretty close. So does this do it justice? Does this figure do a good job of portraying what you saw in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I probably will.
Yeah. I was highly considering this one. I sold all my SH Monster Arts figures because of these Super 7s that were coming out. I just like that they were bigger.
Well, these are only 8 inches tall themselves. So
yeah, which I think are a little bigger than.
I gotta go yell at my dogs.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. I think these are a little bigger than like the SH Figure Arts, Monster Arts figures are. So that was kind of one thing I liked about them, was just they had a little more size, a little more shelf presence, and the Monster Arts figures had just gotten so crazy on the pricing. I mean, it was just, Ghidorah comes out and he's a $400 purchase. I'm just like, what? It's just crazy. Or it was $400 on the aftermarket. He might have been $250 or something. I don't know at retail. I can't remember. If anybody knows, drop it in the comments over there what he was.
So now, Coda asked about the Hi-Ya.
Oh, the Hi-Ya. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a little plug here. I got a website now called ZacJacDan.com, and there's a link in the top of it for Hi-Ya. And here's every single Godzilla Kong toy that Hi-Ya's done. So they look awesome. I haven't. Have you bought any Hi-Ya? You got some Hi-Ya, I think, don't you, ManCave?
I do. I've got some RoboCop, some Predator. They're actually, for the size that they are the best.
That one's really cool.
They are the best 3 3/4 figures of any 3 3/4 figures out there when it comes to, the detail on them and the articulation and the accessories that come with them. They do a really good job, and the price point's right. Maybe a little bit too small for me and what I go for in my collection, but I completely get guys, rolling with Hi-Ya toys. They got some really nice stuff. We do got a question over here. Quick question: do you guys collect any? Oh, that is what you got up. Okay, they don't disappoint. The price point on them can't beat that. See, I think I literally said what Coda put in the thing over here. So Coda, I fully agree with you, man. That's they're a fantastic price point. They're very well done. All the ones I actually have the ED209 that Hi-Ya did. It's a pretty cool little figure to go with my RoboCop. So Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like them, and as he said, the price point, you get what you pay for there. So,
I mean, guys, look right
cool.
here. I'm not even halfway down my page of Hi-Ya, and I've already gone through that many Godzillas.
Is this is all on the ZacJacDan website?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you need to save the ZacJacDan website in your bookmarks because it's a very valuable site. It is literally an encyclopedia of all of your
it's an awesome resource.
It is. It is just it's a great resource for any collector. So it doesn't matter what you collect. Dan does not discriminate unless it's a line that has 7 million figures, and then he may.
It just takes some time.
Yeah, right. It may take some time, or it may be something he's working on. But most of your big lines, most of your your retail, your big box retail lines that are out right now, he's pretty much got most of that stuff complete and up to date for the most part. So
or I have a video on it.
Dan, can you just drop the link in the comments over here? Would that be possible? You just drop it into the comments section so folks can get to it easy. But yeah, highly recommend this website. Like I said, just I have it saved as a favorite. That way I can just hit it real quick and take a look at it. So Kyle, Dan wants to know, do you have the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z stuff? That would be a good one. You do not?
No.
Can we make requests?
Yes.
Make requests. There you go. So Kyle, save it to your favorites. Make an official request to ZacJacDan.com and make this man start working on Dragon Ball Z. There's probably only like 700 or 800 figures that he needs to put on this thing.
Yeah, like right here on my front page of my website, you can just click on the drop down for the product type. So Hi-Ya, and there's your Hi-Ya.
Yeah, man, this is nice, dude. This is amazing. And the great part about this, it's only going to get better as you just continue to grow it and continue to build it. And as Kyle brought up here, there are plenty of very popular lines. Dragon Ball Z is probably one of the better selling lines out there. I know the three of us don't necessarily collect them. I have some, but the three of us don't necessarily collect them. But when it comes down to just, action figure lines that sell, it's, Dragon Ball Z's up there. Let's see here. Cricket Lee says ZacJacDan is awesome. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Says here, very few places list them on English sites, so it would be awesome. Yeah, very cool. So that's something to put in your back pocket there, Dan. A little Dragon Ball Z action.
So I don't know if you guys are into this and y'all are gamers.
Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed, one of the best gaming titles ever, I think.
I never got into those games.
Man, that they kind of remind me a little bit of like the Batman stuff. The Batman,
they're like the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah, so and that's Batman Arkham. One of my very favorites. I actually just picked this up here not too long ago, a couple days ago.
I've heard that's terrible.
Dude, I think it's okay. This is my thing. I knew when they said we're going to port it over to Switch, I knew folks were going to kill it the second it comes out. But if you play it for what it is on a Switch, it is very enjoyable.
But like Arkham City's got to be good on it. That's a 360 game.
Right. That's
like, I can understand maybe Arkham Knight might have some issues, but like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum should be good.
Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Now I've only played Asylum, and I've probably put an hour into it. And to me, it plays about how I remember it originally playing.
My favorite one of those was definitely Arkham City.
Arkham City is ridiculous. Oh, so good.
Love that game.
So good. I actually want to get through Asylum just so I can get the city. It's just, but I'm going to work my way through all three of them on the Switch.
Who were new characters?
I never loved Arkham Knight though.
Who were new characters that specifically just showed up in those games?
Like
the twins,
the two twins. the twins, the two big dudes. Everybody kind of got their stylized look. Clayface looked pretty different.
God, who is it that made the toys?
That was DC Collectibles that made
those
the toys.
Were awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting here looking at all of them right now. Man, like the Titan Joker, the Killer Croc, the Bane, like those figures are amazing.
Yeah.
And McFarlane put out a Titan Joker. It's not even remotely close to the.
Yeah, I got the McFarlane Titan Joker hanging out right there.
But ManCave, that's not the only thing he did. He did them all. He did the Croc. He did the Joker. He did the Bane. He did the Solomon Grundy.
The closest he came to do it was the Joker. The Joker he did was pretty good. I would say that was the closest he came to the DC Collectibles versions. But the Solomon Grundy, I'm looking at that figure. I mean, they're some of the best looking figures in my whole man cave as far as detail, paint. I mean, they are perfection. They look
one day we can get a room tour, maybe. But
maybe one day, one day. We'll see. If I ever get it, how I want it.
Listen, I'm the one who has a tour of your room on my channel.
That's true. I was gonna say you're the only guy. Mama said, "Pop you out." Arkham City was a masterpiece. That's well put. That's a great word for it. So back to what Dan brought up here. NECA is doing Assassin's Creed, right?
This is the only figure they've done so far. I don't know how many there should be, but
yeah, is that Enzio or whatever his name is? That what's his name?
Yeah,
looks pretty good. I would prefer probably the classic look. The more classic, white cloak and all that, But yeah, I mean, it's cool that they've got the property, because they've done God of War, which I kind of wish they'd come back out and do a original God of War figure. It's been a while since they, I know they've done some of the newer games, like I think they did Ragnarok, maybe did him and his son Kratos and whatever.
Did they?
Yeah, it was
I thought it was only for the God of War.
Right before Ragnarok.
The one before Ragnarok.
The one, you might be right. They may not have done Ragnarok yet. Yeah. That's true. But they need to go back. I've actually got the original one that they did, and he's kind of skinny. He's a little too lanky, and then the articulation is super stiff. He don't want to stand right. So they could do such a better job now with what they can do. It would look a lot better.
Yeah.
He says the head is sort of small on this figure, but it's nice. Yeah, that's true. I can see that. Yeah, you look at that head; it is a little bit. If you took that hoodie off, head would look real small.
Yeah,
be like a Beetlejuice head.
I don't think it's quite that bad,
but some God of War monsters would be nice. Also, that's true. There's a pretty deep. Character base they could do with God of War if NECA wanted to go down that path. Yeah, there it is, Atreus. That's right, Kratos and Atreus from the first reboot game.
Yeah.
But this figure looks good. All right, so here we get superpowers. Now this was just announced yesterday.
Yeah,
Is that right? Any of you guys that I know Dan probably don't collect these. You get these, Oleg?
I only got the Green Lantern.
You got the Green Lantern, okay.
But of the whole entire collection, you got more than just Green Lantern.
I mean, I picked up a bunch of them along the way that have come out so far.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't got like every single one of them, but
you're just kind of picking and choosing what you want.
I kind of like the ones that are almost like the originals.
Yeah.
So like Batman Who Laughs, you're like you didn't care enough about that because that wasn't part of the story.
Like some of the ones that came out are like I got Deathstroke because Deathstroke was cool, but for the most part, I'm only interested in the ones that are similar to the originals because I love the original Superpowers line. It was one of my favorite lines growing up.
I actually like the gold Batman, and I'm not real big on those, but it reminds me of a figure I had when I was a kid. There was a gold Batman like that. I want to say it came out maybe in the Kenner line.
Yeah, it was Kenner.
I think it was Kenner. So it's kind of reminiscent.
Yeah. With the came out in probably around the time that Batman Returns came out.
Yes. Yep. I think you're right. And that was cool. I just remember having it as a kid. So it kind of, I don't know if this is if this is kind of a homage to that, maybe is what McFarlane was doing. I'm not sure, but
now I did get
cool.
the one from this line of the black suit Batman, which like that I had to get.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if they do, I actually probably need to get the black suit Batman in this, because if he somehow works in the return of Superman, the death and return of Superman characters, now that would be cool.
Now we're talking.
I mean, if we get like a Superboy, an Eradicator, a Doomsday in here somewhere.
Oh, like an oversized Doomsday.
Yes, because wasn't Darkseid was a little bit bigger, right?
He was a little bigger, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they could do Doomsday kind of like that. Yeah. So if he kind of goes down that path, I'll probably at least grab those. As as especially Sintastic, the death and return of Superman's, anything that anybody puts out with those characters is going in my collection. So
same here.
And then it'll be sold, and then it'll be bought again and sold.
That's possible. That's possible. Let's see what Coda's saying. I'm still wondering if NECA is going to continue the NECA God of War line. Love to see Thor and Kratos in a 2-pack. That would be cool. Yeah, it seems like he's not real dedicated to that line, and I don't know. You never know with licensing and what they're gonna, how they do it. Here's my buddy Deluxe Baldwin Reviews, one of my favorite YouTubers. He is a big Transformers guy.
Oh, nice.
And I go to Deluxe for all my Transformers news, as well as he pretty much gets every Legends figure in New Age and Magic Square, and I can't transform for nothing. My fingers, I think I'm coordinated until I try to transform a Legend scale Transformer. So I have to go to Deluxe's videos and then watch pause until I can transform the figure. So I'm getting ready to have to do that with the Magic Square, Bruticus. So Deluxe, make sure you get us some good, give me some good videos on how to get those guys combined up. So,
now, Cave, remember how excited I was for that masterpiece Jetfire?
Yes. Tell me you have transformed him, right?
Not even taken out of the box yet. I've had him close to a year now.
Man, so what you need to do is
the box intimidates me. I'm looking at him like, ooh.
You just need to talk to Deluxe and just be like, man, I'll send you this figure with a $50 bill, and if you will transform him and ship him back, the $50 bill is yours.
Dude,
and
this took me like an hour.
Okay. Oh my gosh! But you didn't break it, right? You didn't break it.
No, I didn't break it.
Yeah, so that's the key. If you get through it without breaking it, then that is. But I'm with you, because when I was collecting Masterpiece really big. Actually, I've done it twice and sold them. Dan can attest to that. But nothing hurt my feelings more than when I pulled a third-party Masterpiece figure out of the box and that thing was in vehicle mode. Nothing was more intimidating and scary than that.
The other two is Skywarp and oh God, why am I drawing a blank? Thundercracker.
Oh yeah.
They came in robot mode. So
in their robot mode, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes you feel good.
Yeah. But Starscream, it took me forever.
I'd love to see Doomsday. So Coda's kind of echoing what we said earlier. Deluxe has sausage fingers. Yeah, maybe that's what mine are too. I have no clue, but it just they don't work right. Collect the disconnect. The boys are back in town. Good to see you in the comment section there. Stinky Cat Butt says he's not a fan of the DC line, and I see a lot of that. This line seems to kind of be hate it or love it.
I think you got to have a nostalgia for it to really love it.
Probably so. I think so.
Like if you look at it like objectively and you have like no nostalgic pull to it, it's
Yep.
See, that's the thing with me. My childhood, I always wanted my toys to all be the same size. So now my nostalgia is basically buying the stuff, the 6-inch or the 7-inch, whatever we got right now, and they're all like the same. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Super 7's, made my dream come true by giving me all my lines together. So
yeah. Just real quick, I want to do something just because, most of these guys in our comment section, we see them every time we do it, but we don't really know what they collect. So for the folks in the comments and watching, drop in the comments like your top 3 lines that you collect. I just want to kind of know what folks are collecting, guys that support us, guys that come and watch the live streams and hang out with us. It'd be cool just to kind of know what everybody's collecting. So if you want to drop in the comments, just, your top 3 items in your collection.
Favorite or most of?
Just your favorite, favorite 3, your favorite 3 lines in your collection at this moment.
So I'm going to name mine real quick because
all right, do it.
NECA just sent me the turtle van, so it's sitting back here.
Ooh, not unboxed yet.
Oh, it's unboxed. It's on the shelf right there.
Oh, you might have. Oh, you can't get to it easy, can you? I was going to say you need to put that up on camera.
No.
Did you get the Super 7 one too, or just the NECA?
It's ordered. It hadn't come in yet, and then just got a notification from Hasbro that my His Tank is shipped. So 3 big vehicles will be here probably before the end of the year.
Oh, His Tank is shipped because I have that one.
So mine is NECA Cartoon Turtles,
Mm-hmm.
Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified,
Okay.
and it's so sad to say this, but Legends aren't in there anymore. That's not my top 3 anymore.
Wow.
I would have to go.
In my life thought I would hear that.
I would have to go Thundercats, Super 7 Thundercats.
Super 7 Thundercats. What about you, Sintastic? Top 3. If you had to get rid of everything but 3 lines, what are you keeping?
Like modern ones?
No,
yeah, it can be any line you collect. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, from modern lines that I'm collecting, the ones that I'm doing the most right now are wrestling, Star Wars vintage collection, and Black Series, and then probably McFarlane.
Okay. Like DC
McFarlane
DC
Yeah,
multiverse.
DC, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got over here in the comments. Let's see. There's Jordan Gasly. Hey, buddy. I think Jordan is a fellow toy hunter and YouTuber. Let's see. All right, so Deluxe has got Transformers, which obviously we know, and 52 toys. You do a lot of review of 52 toys, yeah. Are y'all familiar with those? 52 toys. I think they're kind of like figures that you can like put them into a box. I mean, they do transform, I guess. I don't know if you'd call them a transformer, but I mean, they basically transform from a box into something.
So like the Turtles, they've done Turtles. I know that.
I think they have done the Ninja Turtles, yeah. And they do, like insects and dinosaurs, and just they're pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little thing. I guess if you didn't want to display them, you just put them in there, put them into a little box and like store them away. So it's kind of cool. Does horror as well. So that'd be his top 3. Flamemaster G, NASCAR diecast, anything Bumblebee related. I'm assuming Bumblebee from Transformers. Kyle does Marvel Legends, Black Series, and SH Fig Arts. So there's some Marvel Legends in the house. Jordan does Transformers, Mythic Legions, and NECA Horror Mythics. The Legions are taking off. Mythic Legions in the last year have really, really taken off. Oh man, here's my boy Collectible Warrior, man. That makes me so happy to see you in the comments. I hope you're doing well, man. Spawn, Spider-Man, and Hulk. So I'm assuming what you're saying is just it doesn't matter what company, if it's Spawn or for Spider-Man, Hulk, those are kind of your 3 guys that you focus on. So
that would be so much easier to collect that way.
like if you just picked your favorite character and just got everything for them. Yeah, I agree. It would definitely probably save us all money, honestly. Legends, McFarlane Multiverse, NECA.
NECA what?
Yeah, let's get more specific there. Collect. What in NECA are you collecting? G.I. Joe's Transformers Thundercats. So Transformers seems to be a reoccurring thing.
So if I could afford the masterpieces, Transformers would be mine too, but I can't go
the
that.
Transformers, yeah.
Like Transformers, like the masterpiece ones, I just get, the characters that I like the most.
I would too, but they're still expensive.
Yeah, I get the ones from like Show Z, which are essentially the knockoff ones, but they're
right. But yeah, knockoff, and then
but they look amazing. I mean, I just do because I like looking at them, and whatever.
That's right.
I mean, they're all the ones up here that I have. They're all probably about $100 each, maybe.
Yeah. Doug says NECA movie TMNT, which is one of the best lines out there, and NECA horror. WWE Ultimates and McFarlane DC. So a lot of McFarlane DC as well. NECA Horror, Mythic Legion, Super 7 Ultimates. Yep, I like that.
Lots of NECA Horror.
There is, and that really explains why when you walk into a Target and you go to the NECA section, what's sitting there always 100% stocked.
Yeah, but I was sitting there thinking, that it's just sitting there.
Well, it is, but I think it's just restocks.
I think it's restocks.
Yeah,
like you'll see stuff that like you hadn't seen in a year. All of a sudden, it's back. It's like
that's
where
right.
does this come from?
Exactly, you're exactly right. Because NECA horror is one of those things where when it sells out, in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, it's coming right back. If you don't find Freddy this week, you'll find it another week. So Godzilla team.
I just have this. I had the Sandy. So, but like this Jason. Look at this thing. Come on. These figures are phenomenal.
NECA kills it, man. NECA, when it comes to anything movie related, they can literally just pull it off the screen. That's just they're just the best in the world at that. Double down. My recent buys include Robotech by 3-0, Knight Rider, Speed Racer model kits. That's a little different. Those are three. We ain't heard of any of those three in anybody's top three yet. My favorites, G1 reissues. Yes, I agree. G1 in general would be one of my top three. I love my G1 Transformers.
Yeah.
And so there's an answer basically everything. Turtles, basically always horror, gargoyles. I don't do Predators though.
Don't do Predators.
There's so many Predators.
There's so many. You probably have do you have a list? You probably have a list out on the website, don't you?
It's still building.
Still building.
Yep.
Stinky Cat Butt says Hasbro, Super 7, Mythic Legions, and NECA seems to be in the top 10 toy lines. Yeah, I would agree.
Well, Hasbro, you got rid of your Mythic, right?
I got rid of my Mythics. Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed Mythics, and I think some of the appeal to me with Mythics was nobody had them. So it just felt like I had this line that was so cool looking that just nobody really had. And then it's just like over the last year, they have just blew slap up, went mainstream. They're at every con. And not that I'm saying that's wrong or anything. I'm great. I think it's great that the line's growing and it's obviously the fan base is getting a lot bigger. But I guess for me, for whatever reason, there wasn't a nostalgia with them.
That's exactly it. That's why I got rid of it. I was like, as cool as these look, to me, this is all nostalgia driven. And
it is
like that. They look phenomenal.
So there was nostalgia for me for the ones that actually look like Motu figures.
Yeah, the homage figures. Yeah.
But the thing is, then I'm like, I just rather have the Motu figure.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But then you look at this. This is 4 Horsemen, and they've started doing the figure obscura. I think.
Yeah.
They did a Santa, they did a Krampus, and now they got the Ghost of Jacob Marley. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the figure obscura.
The Headless Horseman was one of those, right?
Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah, the Headless Horseman one is awesome.
So Mama said pop you out. NECA TMNT, that's right there with you, Dan. Super 7 Thundercats, Masterverse, and AEW. So you and Mama said pop you out got some similarities there.
Yeah, but I got 19 lines in my room too. But
oh my goodness.
Oh, we all do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just the way it is. All right, Odin's got the G.I. Joe Classified Joy Toy Warhammer. So that's a really good looking line. Not super common. But just really, and then whatever one-offs strike my fancy. So yeah, the one-offs is where I get in trouble. That's where I fall prey to just random stuff that comes out, and I can't say no to it. Doug says he only has one mythic figure obscura, the new retailer Headless Horseman. Yeah, that thing looks amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Marcia, hey buddy, how you doing?
That's probably Marcia, not JB.
Oh, it might be. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I like this Jacob Marley. It was really good.
We don't know which one. All right. They have a lot of figures for a large scale of all collectors. Really like what Mythic's doing. Yeah, I agree. They're doing a really good job. Y'all know some figures that, and this is off subject from talking about Mythics, but some figures, and I actually bought one just to see. I want to see what it's like. It is a Santa Claus by golly, what's the name of there it is, the Naughty or Nice collection. So I have the traditional Santa sitting in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store right now. Just the traditional Santa. And if I get him and he's cool, I'm going to get more of these, I think. Yeah.
Now, some of these are showing that they're 4 inches. Is that a different kind? Or some?
So the only ones that I know that were like 4 inches were like the elves.
Okay, because this Santa right here and the Santa right here show 4-inch retro stylized.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're okay. Well, then maybe they've got a different. Is it like a 5 POA or something? Or
it is. It
is.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So they must be branching into a different scale as well. Because I know the originals were like 6, 7-inch scale. That's what I have in my car at BBTS right now.
Yeah.
So
you got last year's Santa. Then.
That's right. It was last year's. Yep. All right. So let's keep going here. Let's see. They're very amazing looking figures. Price point is what got me too much to invest in a new line. Yeah, I agree. I try not to get into too many new lines as I start into the naughty or nice stuff. Here I go. Let's see. If Horseman ever did Thundercats tribute figures similar to the MOTU tributes, I'd be in trouble. Yeah, that would be cool to see.
That'd be definitely cool.
I think the reason they do the Motu stuff, though, is because they played a big role in some of the Motu lines, right? And that's kind of what
they did. The what was it? The 2000X line and the Classics line.
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right.
Which the Classics line, I think, to this day is still the best Motu line ever made.
Oh, absolutely. Geek Strong. Hello, everyone. Hey, bud. What's the evil reindeer? I don't know, but he's awesome looking.
Right there. Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, are the reindeer the 4 inches? Or are they scaled to go with?
They're scaled to go with the 6-inch. Yeah.
With the 6-inch. Okay, good. Because I was actually looking at those. Super 7 figures and packaging are great, but their prices are too high for what they are.
Way too high.
But let me tell you something. So this has been my strategy, okay? About a year ago, I started figuring out that almost every Super 7 Ultimate goes on sale on Entertainment Earth. And if you're patient, I went in and I took off every pre-order I had of everything, the turtles, everything. And that really bothered me because I love pre-ordering stuff and knowing that I've got it. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. And almost every Super 7 Ultimate that I have bought to this day, well, over the last 12 months or so, has been like $35 or less.
Dude, they did that sale, what was it, around Thanksgiving, was it? A few weeks ago?
Right here.
On Big Bad Toy Store?
I just got this in right here. Half price.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy.
Yep. And then if you throw in code ManCave, MANCAVE on Entertainment Earth, you get another 10% off of the sale price.
In stock.
It's got to be in stocks, not on pre-order. So guys, in the comments, write down ManCave to use on Entertainment Earth, and you will save 10% on anything in stock, even if it's on sale.
I mean, you could also type in ZacJacDan if you wanted to. It's fine.
Will you get the 10% off too?
Yeah, you still get it there too.
Oh man,
ManCave! I can't even imagine the residuals you get because of me on Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh, Big Bad, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh man, well, I'm very grateful, bud. And next time we're together, I'm going to take you out to lunch for that.
It'll be more than lunch. Be a nice steak dinner.
There you go. We might can work that out. All right, Mr. Sintastic reminds me of John Riggs. Who is John Riggs?
I've heard that before. He's a video game collector.
He's who?
He's a video game collector who he's got a big video game collecting channel.
Okay.
Oh man.
Might have to.
I met him a bunch of times. He's a really good dude.
I don't know about that, unless it's just personality.
Personality wise, I mean, he's not Brad Pitt.
All right, so have you guys ever went to a thrift store? If you did, what was the best figure you found in the store?
Well, it wasn't a figure, but I found a complete in box. Oh God, what was that Nintendo? The one where with the glasses, you look into it. The virtual.
The virtual, yeah.
I found a completely mint box Virtual Boy at a thrift store. Probably about 10 years ago. They had it for $50.
Oh my goodness, man, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I sold
That's
that thing
awesome.
immediately and like literally made 10 times my money.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I've been to a couple thrift stores, and in fact, I went to one here recently, and went in, and they had a lot of the Toy Biz X-Men. I know they're not great finds, but they were literally on card. They had them hanging on a wall, like had kind of a whole section of them. And I bought, I think, a Cyclops and a Wolverine from decent prices. I mean, honestly, they kind of knew what they had. You'd like to think if you're at a thrift store, you get them for super cheap,
Right.
but they were like $20 figures on eBay. They had them for like $20 hanging there. So they knew what they had. I didn't really necessarily, save much by, going through a thrift store.
I mean, I've done well at garage sales and flea markets, more so than thrift stores.
I think the garage sales, and that's where it's at. If you can find people who just want to unload some junk. ManCave, watching what he spends, man. That the thing is, at the end of the day, if you're going to collect as many lines as most of us collect, somewhere you got to start watching your money and finding deals. It's just you have to. It is what it is.
I don't know if you guys watched it, like my last few videos, but like my pickups, like I've barely gotten anything. I'm out of space.
Yeah.
I got to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, you're being controlled by space. Yeah,
I'm like, I gotta slow down for a little bit so I can figure out what to do space wise.
Yeah. I actually just went through and got rid of a bunch of stuff myself, and the problem is, though, I got rid of a ton of stuff. I don't know how many figures it was, maybe 300 figures or so. It was a lot. And then I look around, and my wife walks in, and she's like, "I thought you got rid of a bunch of stuff."
Dude,
like,
I did
get rid of a bunch of stuff. She's like, "From where?"
I got rid of a bunch. I got rid of all my Mythic Legions. I got rid of all my classifieds.
Yep.
I got rid of a bunch of my McFarlanes.
Mm-hmm.
I still got quite a bit left, but I got rid of a lot of those. Got rid of a ton of Marvel Legends.
Yep.
And it looks like it hasn't even made a dent.
Yeah, that same. I'm with you, man. I'm Dark Hero. What's up? It has been a while. Good to see you there, bud.
It's crazy, but this past year, whenever I jumped into all these other lines, I had sold 400 Marvel Legends.
Oh my God.
And still have 300 in my room. So
yeah, that's crazy, dude. There's our buddy JB's toy trunk. Now I don't know did I miss something on the pizza thing?
There's a thing that just came out, a Transformer pizza. Like it's like a pizza delivery.
It's from Stranger Things.
Is that what that is? Because it's a Transformer that just hit a Target. It looks awesome. Like, I'm not gonna joke. It looks awesome. A friend of mine sent me a picture of it. He saw it at Target today. Because it comes like in a pizza box.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Super 7 Moonrod glow in the dark packaging is top notch. Yeah, honestly, all the glow in the dark stuff Super 7 does looks amazing. It is just cool looking stuff. I'll do 2 separate orders on the E, one ManCave, one with. Man, that's very kind of you there. That is so kind of you. I think you only get 9% off though if you go with ZacJacDan. So
just make sure it's over $79 so you get free shipping.
I got the Ultimates, the worst Black Falcon for 36 on E. I'm pretty sure that just came out this year. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Super 7, I mean, the Power Ranger stuff, I mean, most of that stuff literally just come out in the last couple months, and it was on sale for like half price. I picked up, I think I got the Pink Ranger, and maybe the Black Ranger was half price. A Red Ranger. It was the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger got for half price. Got Dragon Zord for half price. I got 10% off Morbius, the newest Mezco Morbius figure. So that just came in from EE. So yeah, I'm just learning, man. A lot of it, which is hard for me. I've never had it before in my collecting career, but patience. Patience is key, man. If you want to save money, you got to be patient, and you got to get away from the FOMO. What is that? The fear of
missing out.
So
I've literally been that way this year with Marvel Legends and haven't once been able to find one for sale, even though they were all on sale at Target. I never actually found any of them.
Yeah.
ManCave, just learn from me. Just be patient.
Just be patient, man. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Oleg has not been patient. He buys it right away.
I was patient with this. I'm very proud of myself because I got this for $20, and I was like, "This is going to be $20 at some point."
What was it?
And it was.
Ooh, nice.
Spin Master.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That thing's huge too. Now, don't you have the McFarlane one as well?
That's one of the things I traded it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, so Kaiju, hey ManCave, are you still trying to complete your vintage display, or are you done with Star Wars? So what I did was I ended up getting the first 21. I've got the Jabba set, and I've got a graded 85 Boba Fett. So I pretty much have what I want. My goal was to set out. I wanted the first 21. I wanted a mint condition, and then I've got obviously that early bird, which is maybe the best early bird display I've ever seen in my life, anywhere in anyone's collection. It's probably the nicest one. So I'm pretty satisfied with what I got there with vintage Star Wars. Flex says, my mom went to Goodwill, bought a toy lot of a bunch of toys and Hot Wheels, found Marvel Legends, Spider-Man UK, MCU. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've never found like great stuff in Goodwill, but I see people all the time. Heck, I think our buddy Jersey Geek found like a Technodrome.
Yeah,
he did.
Goodwill.
He did.
It was just missing the eye.
Yeah, it wasn't totally complete, but I mean, heck, I think he said he got it for like $1 or something, just something crazy. So
yeah,
I absolutely love your toy hunt videos. You have some great stores in your area. I'm thinking he's talking about ManCave. Could be Oleg, but thinking he's probably talking about ManCave.
It's definitely not me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, Sintastic's been here. Can you think of a place that's got more great toy shops in a small area than here? I mean, it is unbelievable.
No.
Truly.
Like most places might have one or two.
Right.
You know, like I have 2 toy shops near me.
Yeah.
And neither one is as good as any of the ones that are near you. You have like 6 of them?
Like 6, probably, yeah. 5 really solid ones, and then 6, that they're all pretty good, but if you just want to talk about just good shops you can walk in, they got vintage, you're talking about probably 5 within 30 minutes of my house.
Dude, I can think of let's see, there's Back in Time.
Yep, Back in Time, Red Genesis, Gamers Alley, Retro Toys and Collectibles.
Which one?
Retro Toys and Collectibles.
Is that
Needless
Cotton?
Toys?
That's Cotton. Yep, and then Needless Toys.
Needless Toys. Yep. And what's the one that's like right in Charlotte?
Rebel Base.
Rebel Base. Yeah. And now supposedly, and
I mean that's 6 right there.
That's 6. There you go. And there's actually more toy shops. They're not all necessarily dedicated to vintage. They might have some vintage, but the ones we just named, you walk in and there's always good vintage. Which is what we all love. So
just never take me to another Second and Charles store, please.
Yeah, that one was a letdown there, wasn't it? So, Second and Charles,
but it's not always.
Because we went to like 4 of them.
It's just one of those stores that, like, if you go in 10 times, 9 times you're going to walk out empty-handed, but 1 time you may find something that you've just not seen anywhere else.
Now, look, there was a Millennium Falcon in there. If you recall.
It was in box, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It was in box. All right, so let's see what else we got over here. Can't believe Playmates are re-releasing. Oh, that's so awesome too. Now I have all of those original in package right back here behind me, but I am going to probably get those and take them out of package because I've always wanted to have these out of package, but I'm like, I can't open these originals.
Dude, did I just miss it, or like I had no idea those were coming out? Like I just saw them in the store one day. I'm like, where'd these come from?
Yep. I didn't know until I saw your video. where you found them. I had
Yeah,
no
I'm
clue
like,
they were
what?
even coming.
Like, I had no idea that was not on my radar or like anything.
That's right. That's right.
So they're already hitting
Stevie Buck
stores?
says, man,
Yeah,
man,
I saw all of them.
yeah, they're hitting stores. Yeah. ManCave has 6 Targets and 8 Walmarts. That, along with all those great toy shops, we do have a lot of Targets and Walmarts in our area. That's very true.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
I found an Anakin Skywalker Jedi Starfighter, complete with clone trooper pilot at Goodwill for $3. Can't beat
that's
that.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys estimate your collections are worth ballpark? Oh gosh, I couldn't even tell you. I don't know.
If I said, my wife would kill me.
I was gonna say, if I said that right now,
Well, hold on a second,
I could
Dan.
die.
Like, what it's worth and what you spent is 2 different things.
That's true too. That's true too.
I mean, you might have spent $1 million, but it might be worth $500,000.
Even worse.
That's possible. Or it could be like me. You might have spent a certain amount of money and then you go sell it for 40% of that. That's
what Oleg was saying.
Yeah, it's just not good. It's not good.
I can't even imagine. Like, I can't even venture a guess.
At one time, I had a spreadsheet keeping up with it, but I don't have it anymore.
Yeah. Well, and like me and Sintastic, if you imagine if we combined our comic book collections with our toy collection,
like my comic books, my video games, like.
Yeah,
I reach over. I mean, I'm just reaching over. Yeah. $600 game.
Right.
I just extended my right arm.
All of us would probably be embarrassed to say what we probably have in plastic and paper, and yet we're still like going and working hard at work. Like, why not just?
Well, it's not retirement money for me. It's not got that much.
No, but it's probably money that could advance that by a little bit, especially if I was to sell off the comic book collection,
Yeah. I mean, my plan. I mean, I don't really have anyone to leave it to. Like, my daughter has like less
zero interest
in it.
Yeah. You got 2 guys right here you can leave it to. Oh, look.
Yeah. I thought I already had it. I thought I was already in it.
Listen, you guys are dying before me, so
we're already splitting the ZacJacDan and the ManCave code. Just split the collection with us too.
I mean, honestly, like, my plan is, like, when I do retire, is to just start like slowly selling everything and putting the money away for my daughter as like her, whatever.
Let me tell you what's actually going to happen there with that. So
I'll be dead long before I retire.
Well, you are going to sell things, but as you sell it, you're going to continue to buy things.
Maybe.
So, yeah, I don't think you're necessarily lying. Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily lying. You're just not telling the entire story of what's going to happen.
That's my honest intention. Whether I do that, time will tell.
I told my wife the other day that my collecting will slow down once these lines from Super 7 and G.I. Joe are done with the stuff that I actually like, because I'll start going so random and so, such stuff I don't know. I'm like, I don't need that. And my son Zach looked at me. He's like, no, you're not. You're going to find something else, and we're either going to upgrade things or we're going to, like my Lion-O's over here with pins in it. Everybody else in line's pinless, so of course I'm going to have to upgrade him. And
right.
They'll actually make the turtles so they don't shake, and I have to upgrade them.
I mean, here's the thing: we're all addicts, and we need something to like give us that dopamine.
The question would be, does an alcoholic quit drinking when he retires? So, that I think that's going to be our problem, is that, I'm with you, Sintastic. I would love to think when I hit like 65, I would say, this is really for the young guys. Let me step away.
Right.
And no, I'm probably going to leave it to my kids, and they're going to sell it in a yard sale.
Oh, I'll be the first one.
You gonna be in the yard. You're gonna be waiting on that TMNT second print.
You have taught your wife pretty well, ManCave, on how to sell this stuff. So
Sintastic's gonna give my daughter $7 for TMNT second print #1. Oh man, that's crazy.
I'll get her down to 5.
All right, so here we go. So, hey guys, how do you decide what stays in box or what you display out of box? I feel that it's a shame to keep any toy figure in the box.
I don't have anything in box hardly.
You have nothing.
I have a few Star Wars because I was still deciding whether I was going to keep them at all because
Okay.
when I jumped in the Black Series, but everything else is out.
So I'll tell you how I try to do it. If it's pre-2000, then I keep it in box. If it's post-2000, if it's more of a modern figure, that thing's coming out.
And that is not true for you because me and you have busted through so many old boxes of things. What? I don't know if it's pre-2000, maybe not.
Yeah, if it's pre-2000, the only thing that I can even think of that I've ever taken off card pre-2000 is Toy Biz X-Men, only because they're so cheap. And what I do is Sintastic helped me go through my Toy Biz X-Men collection one time. We have a video out there. Now, all of those will stay on card, but what I've started doing is I will go on eBay and buy beater cards. So I'll find a guy who has, maybe he'll have a lot. He'll have 2 or 3 Toy Biz X-Men, and the cards are just jacked. So I'll just shoot him a thing and just be like, hey, man, I'll give you $10 a piece for these 3. He ships them to me. I take them off card just because the card's jacked up. But if I buy something on card specifically and it's pre-2000, it pretty much is going to stay on card. So what about you, Sintastic? What's your rule?
Only time we open something is if we make him.
Keep everything on box.
Listen, here's a little spoiler for you guys and everybody in the chat who follows my channel. Probably shortly after the new year, maybe a little before that, I'm going to do an updated room tour. And you're going to be shocked at how much open stuff I have. At this point, like anything vintage that I have on card or in box, I'm leaving it that way. As far as modern stuff, it just depends on the value. Like if it's an expensive figure, I just have a hard time making myself open it. But otherwise, it just depends on what it looks better, how it looks better, whether it looks better in box or loose.
Yeah. But you're like me also. If it's an older vintage figure, you're not.
Yeah. Like I'm not popping open a 1984 He-Man.
Right. That's right. Mr. Sintastic, there's plenty of us here who would enjoy your collection. There you go. I'm sure there is. Sell, trade, buy. There you go. JB's right there with us. That's how we've done it. Nuitabi, you guys have it great down there. We have one store in Raleigh. Have to drive to Greensboro for the next best store. Yeah, you need to make a trip on down, man. You need to come on down and check out the stores here. It wouldn't be too bad to drive for you, and it would be well worth it. A day trip down here, well worth it. Zach, halfway to completing a museum of all toys ever made.
Not quite.
Big Troy's Collectibles Eradicator, can't find it.
The McFarlane.
Are you meaning is he meaning the McFarlane? I think he's probably talking about the McFarlane, maybe.
Yeah, that actually is a very hard figure to find. I don't think I've ever honestly seen it in a store. I got it from a pre-order. I don't think I've ever seen it in the store.
Yeah. Peer pressure got to him.
To overlook for opening the boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff I have that I just haven't even gotten to open. Like right now, I have a bunch of stuff loose on the floor because I'm reorganizing, opening stuff, and everything around me is a mess because I'm kind of trying to prepare everything to do a new room tour. So,
So, ManCave, did you actually finally go through the garage and kind of clean that out some then with the 300 that you got rid of?
Yes, we did get rid of a good many figures in storage. There's still a lot. There's still just a lot, man. We don't know what we're going to do with. I mean, I have all those vintage, Power Ranger Zords, and Power Ranger figures, and I mean, there's just so much. When I cleaned out a ton of loose figures, and I mean, I'm just like clean all those out, and I still have no space to put stuff from storage. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know.
So
Dude, I'm pulling out right now all these Mafex figures, which I have to go through to open. I mean, these are all intended to be opened.
Man, Mafex is just beautiful. Oh, I just opened him about a week ago. He's right up there, and he looks awesome. Oh, that's a great one. You got to open that still.
Yeah,
dude.
These are all going to be open. I just haven't gotten to them.
Yeah. Oh man, great figures. I can't wait. I can't wait on the endoskeleton, the Terminator endoskeleton.
This one.
Ooh, I just got that RoboCop opened up this week as well.
Oh, and I got Mafex Storm back here, Mafex Boba Fett. Yeah, I just got to get around to it.
Did you pick up the? Do you have the ED-209 from NECA?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He was. I grabbed him for $60 on a Black Friday sale just recently on Big Bad Toy Store. And
how much was he originally?
$99. He was $99 originally. They had him for $40 off.
I don't remember him being that much, but
yeah, he was $100. Let's see here. Collectible Warrior, I leave everything in box unless I buy two. So yeah, I do see a lot of people do that. I've heard of a lot of people actually doing that, buying two of everything just so they can have a loose and in box. That could get pricey. Depending on what you do.
That's so pricey.
It is.
And how about the room that it takes up too? My goodness.
Well, but again, I think that too depends on how much you collect. Now, if you're doing that in 10 lines, then yeah, it's crazy. But say you only collect DC Multiverse and you pick and choose what you want, they probably wouldn't spend no more than what we do, if maybe even less. So I guess it just depends on what you're trying to do. Had to go to
like with wrestling right now, I have a pretty set rule where elites I'll open unless it's a chase. But I keep the ultimates in box.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't see too many people shopping this year. It was Dead Friday. I will say I went out on Black Friday, and not necessarily a toy related thing, but it wasn't the hype that I remember. I guess a lot of people are online shopping.
It's I think post-COVID, it's just never returned.
Never returned. I agree. Everybody got real comfortable shopping on Amazon, and they're like, man,
that's
so
the thing. It's
easier.
like, why are we going out?
Why go out into that? Did I miss you guys talking about Jada Street Fighter? No, but Mr. Dan has it up on the page. I bought two Hess trucks, one in box, one to play with. There you go. So yeah, I think that is maybe more common than we realize. Guys buying two of stuff, one to take out and one to keep in box. So these look really good, man. Jada, for the price that you pay for these Jada Street Fighter figures, to me they look fantastic.
I gotta agree.
Yeah,
and they're pumping them out. Like, I mean, this is what,
wave 3 now.
Wave 3. Okay. Okay.
Who's in wave 2?
Was that Chun-Li?
Chun-Li.
I've seen the Chun-Li in the store, but I haven't seen any of the others.
Chun-Li.
Oh, you've seen these in store, actually. Okay.
I saw Chun-Li in the store, yeah.
I've never seen them in store.
What about like the first wave with like Fei Long and Ryu?
Never seen them.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've never seen a single Jada Toys Street Fighter figure in store. Yeah. Oh, it is wave 4. I thought it was wave 4.
Yeah, that's wave 3 right there.
Okay.
Oh, that guy looks awesome.
Man, so does the Cammy. The Cammy looks fantastic.
I mean, DJ looks. I mean, they all look great.
They look so good. Yeah, and I mean, what are they? $24, something like that.
And the thing is, I have a bunch of the Storm collectibles, so I'm like, do I want to like start that?
I have every Storm collectible figure, Street Fighter, except for Chun-Li, and she and Bison, and they are so expensive. And I'm like, man, do I just sell off that thing and just go with these right here? I mean, they already got, look at that, they got Dowson.
Nah, dude, these are cool, but like those Storm collectibles,
they're not Storm. I know that.
Those
are
next level.
They're not Storm. And the shelf presence of those Storm, I'm looking at them right now, are ridiculous.
I'm looking at mine. Like, I have like the Ryu and the Ken.
Yeah.
Kind of set up together where Ryu's throwing the fireball and Ken's
right.
It just looks.
Well, and they're just so big, like the Balrog, the Sagat, man, the E Honda, they're huge, you know. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, but I wish they would re-release Bison and Chun-Li because man, I ain't paying $250 for Chun-Li.
Did you see the? This is another figure I got to open. Did you see I got this over the summer at a toy show? It was like pretty cheap. I want to say I got it for like $50 maybe.
What is
In
it?
ManCave, there's so many different versions of those too out there.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is. Ooh, okay. So that's his alternate. Yeah, is that blue? Is that blue
It's like,
or
like green?
like green? Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell. Yep. That's and that may be what
I mean, this box is the box is kind of jacked, but I was like, I don't care.
Who cares? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take it out of the box.
I'm gonna open it. It's just it's just something I got to open.
I may have to do with him and Chun-Li. I may just have to go with an alternate costume. I just love because every other one I have is their standard, costume A or whatever. So I feel bad putting like an alternate costume in there, but I may have to because I'm not paying that secondary market price on some of those. So.
Yeah.
Love this toy line. June from Jada said in an interview at LACC recently that they have a new property coming next year that people should like. I wonder what that could be. I want to see a Hager figure. Let's do it. Streets of Rage, let's go.
Oh, Streets of Rage would be great.
Would you be down for Streets of Rage?
Oh yeah.
Final fight.
Yeah. Streets of Rage even more so. I feel like the characters are cooler looking in Streets of Rage.
Yeah, they are. They are. And there's kind of some bosses that are really cool that they could do, in Streets of Rage. And they got, and heck, if they want to do Streets of Rage, they got 4 video games they can pull from.
Right.
So, hoping it's Killer Instinct, okay. Or Mortal Kombat, which
Mortal Kombat would be.
Storm has done Mortal Kombat, but Killer Instinct would be cool. There's some pretty cool looking characters in Killer Instinct too. The Street Fighter line is going to be like comparing NECA Turtles to Mattel Turtles. Yeah. Killer Instinct would be awesome. Oh, this will be a good one too. Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, wow, yeah.
That would be cool. Now, didn't NECA do some Double Dragon figures? Didn't he do Billy and what was his name? It was Billy and
Jimmy.
Billy and Jimmy, yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody did a 2-pack.
I don't remember ever seeing
someone did a
Double Dragon. I remember Double Dragon toys in like the early to mid 90s, but they were like 3 3/4 in scale.
Yeah. T3, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. He's giving up his Masterverse for Jada Street Fighter. I can't blame you for that. Those Street Fighters look amazing. I pre-ordered this Fei Long, by the way, this week. He looks fantastic.
Oh, is that Storm?
Yeah, Storm. Yeah, and it's Street Fighter 2, which is what I collect. That's pretty much all mine are Street Fighter 2 versions. So yeah, he looks awesome. And you're right, man. You look at this, the Jada Toys looks great, and for $25,
it's I guess probably more bang for the buck, but
right. But when you look at this, man, and then
but Storm are just next level.
Yeah, you start talking about how big he is, the size of him. The articulation's just typically silky smooth on these guys. I've never had a Storm break on me, and I've posed the heck out of some stuff. I got all the Mortal Kombat stuff. I've got all the.
Do you have the Liu Kang with the dragon?
I do. Yeah, he's back here. Yeah.
Yeah, I have him. Like, I can't bring myself to take it out of the box because it looks awesome in the box.
Let me tell you, man. So he's awesome. The dragon looks amazing, but good luck getting that guy to stand. 2 times he has fallen off my shelf, and when he does, I mean, he'll break apart at his joint.
That's kind of why I'm happy. Almost like I think it looks awesome in the box. I'm like, that one I'll keep in the box.
Yeah, it's a cool look in the box. I'm with you there. Tycho made Double Dragon in '93.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. They were like the little ones.
Yep.
All right, ManCave, question for you.
Yeah.
Did you finally go fund it?
I have not, man. How many days is left? 4 days?
Yep.
Look at how many backers.
You and me were talking about the fact that they had just finished a HasLab.
It's on my phone, so I can't see it. How many backers is it?
18,000.
18.5. So they just unlocked their last unlock too. So
that's crazy, man. I mean, it's funny, the support system that Ghostbusters has. You would almost think like, things like Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe, like they would have, a bigger fan base and an easier time funding things than Ghostbusters, being it's more niche. But man, when they put out something Ghostbusters, it just goes wild.
It's
like
crazy to me.
It's like every fan backs it,
I think part of it is because they don't really milk it too much. They just kind of give you just enough to kind of keep you coming back.
Right. Yep.
And then you got this poor guy.
Oh man, is that where he's at? He's only still at 1,400.
Oh, he's not getting backed.
I mean, is there an end date? I feel like this thing has been going.
It's the same thing. 4 days. It's got 4 days too.
4 days.
That's not getting backed.
So they had to finally reach out to Hasbro, and Hasbro said, "Hey, you guys can do your O-ring stuff now if you want to." I guess basically, and now Hasbro's trying to work with them to try to get this thing funded. They still don't have it on their website yet, but I think it's pretty awesome looking. But
are either one of you guys interested in O-ring?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I'm still bitter about the WCW stage that didn't get funded.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys disappointed in that.
Because I backed that, and that sucks because I was really looking forward to that.
Well, and I tell you what, man, these companies they need to forget this whole Target ain't got shelf space, and man, I walk into Target multiple times a week sometimes. Go to the Lego section.
Those things are huge.
They're huge. Go to some of these dinosaurs that Mattel's got sitting on shelves.
That sit there for ages.
They're sitting there for ages. They're not selling, but look how big the boxes are. Don't tell me you can't put some bigger figures at retail. That's just crazy. Quit doing HasLab on stuff that you can put in a box at Target. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Maybe with Toys R Us somewhat coming back, it'll change a little bit.
That's a good point. Says Mama says pop you out says I think it also has to do with what they're making. These are good cosplay items for a decent price to what it may cost for a custom. Very true. Very true. Cosplay is such a big thing. Ghostbusters cosplay, probably a very big thing.
Yeah.
Now this is cool. They sell RK one-ups in Target. That is so true. That is those boxes you could put a person in. You could literally put a person in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great point, Odin. Super 7 needs to drop the O-ring line 3 3/4 and Ultimates. They're just leading horses to water that don't drink. Be interesting to see how they do. I guess what Hasbro tried to do some O-rings here recently. It was like a 2-pack.
Hasbro did.
It was a Snake Eyes. Yeah, it was a Snake Eyes and
Storm Shadow.
And Storm Shadow. I think I bought 3 of them on accident. And I think I have 2 of them still. I gave one to somebody, and
look, the Sky Striker was a ring.
It's true, it was. Yep. What's this here? Lego is collaborating with Fortnite now. Okay, Fortnite's huge property. Top pop figures at these stores. Oh, too many. Yeah, I think he's saying too many Pops figures at these stores. Yeah, they give Funko Pop massive areas that.
Yeah, they just sit there now
They do. I think Funko. It makes me wonder. I mean, has Funko kind of ran its course? Is some of the hype dying around Funko?
I think so.
Maybe so. It doesn't seem like they sell quite like they used to. I don't see as many people excited about different releases.
I think some of their exclusives might still a little bit, but
so you talk about O-rings versus the reactions. Reactions are way cheaper quality than an O-ring would be. So to me, if they're putting 20 on the reactions, then if they're putting the same price on the O-rings and you've been buying reactions, I don't see why you wouldn't pay that for that too.
So I watched Pixel Dan and Brian Flynn's interview on all this, and I'm pretty sure, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure Flynn said they wanted to try to keep the O-rings at around the same price point as the reactions. around that $20 price point. So he may have even said, I can't guarantee it's going to be exact, but the goal is to have them at the same price point as the reaction figure. So we'll see.
So how much are the Star Wars vintage collections stuff on the shelves?
$14.99.
That's what they should be then.
$15, yeah. $15. Yeah, Mama said pop you out. They did plan on keeping the O-rings at $20. So yeah. Which we know they're going to be that. They're definitely not going to come out and be cheaper than reaction. So yeah, Funko saturated the market. Flame Master G, that's seen where new pops are over $11 at retail. TVC is up to $16.99 at Walmart.
Okay.
Reaction is and will always be a $9 figure. I agree. I have said on many occasions, if reaction figures were $10, I'd have a slew of them. I'd have a ton of them.
And just think about this: when I first started collecting, Marvel Legends were $7.99 with a comic and a build-a-figure piece.
I mean, I think the toys that are the best kind of bang for your buck right now are the Turtles, like the Playmates.
Oh yeah, $10.
$10.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
even the Mutant Mayhem figures, $10.
Yep.
I mean, come on, and they're good. They're cool looking figures.
I agree.
With nice packaging, like if they could put those out for $10, they could put reactions out for $10.
Totally agree.
If he gets the space that he needs, then he might be able to do something like that. But he's also having to pay the licensing.
Yeah. Super 7 reaction is my kryptonite. Just picked one up tonight.
What'd you get?
Yeah, what'd you pick up tonight? Collecting Havoc agrees with Sintastic. Yeah, perfect price for what you get. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And they keep stocking them too. I noticed like in my Walmarts and Targets, you go and you start seeing, okay, the pegs are getting a little slim. You go back a week later, then pegs are all the way out to the end. Like they just keep stocking them up. So
now my question is for those turtles, did they keep the same mold, I wonder, from years ago?
They appear to be pretty close. I've not literally put one side by side, but I know the colors are a little different. Because I can look at my RAF on the new retro card of figure as compared to I've got a RAF in card and a loose RAF down there, and the colors are slightly different, but the mold looks to be identical. I mean, I think to me, why reinvent the wheel? I mean, for what they're trying to do.
So JB picked up Slick Rick.
Yeah, Slick Rick.
So what y'all think about this artwork for the HasLab Giant Man? Which one would y'all pick?
So I like the middle one. I think the middle one looks cool.
I kind of like the one on the left.
See, I picked the one on the right.
Three people, three different choices, right?
That's fun.
I mean, this is a big box. Put all three of them on there. Who cares?
Did he get funded?
Really? Oh yeah, he got funded.
Oh yeah, he got.
He didn't get the skull or scroll head sculpt.
Yeah, he kind. Well, we honestly didn't even think he was going to get funded. It kind of come in the 11th hour there. ZacJacDan, I believe they're the same molds. Rumor is that while there is no pizza tossing Donatello, that mold broke and they didn't want to retool.
That's
wow.
Yeah, that is interesting. There's got to be a good explanation. I mean, why put out three of the turtles and pizza
and not the fourth, right?
Yeah, and leave the fourth one. There's got to be something.
So there's your answer to why they're so cheap, because they didn't have to redo the molds.
Yeah. JB says the middle or the left. What do you think the landed cost on those figures are? $11.50.
Landed cost for the reactions? Sure. No, I bet they're like $5 to make.
Oh, the reactions, yeah, probably so. They make them in such mass amounts, and there's they're not. It didn't take a ton of engineering to make a reaction figure.
But then you go and look at Todd and what he does with all his remolds.
Oh man! And he don't even hide it. He just takes the same figure and just recolors them in a new color.
Yeah.
Which, if you go back and think about it, look at what they did in the Joes back in the day. They did the same thing with them.
That's true. They did.
Yeah.
Just repaint them.
And He-Man was always the same body parts. They just called it
I
a
mean,
new
He-Man
person.
was always, it's the same body. It's just all painted differently, for most of them at least.
Yeah.
But
That Mr. Freeze is cool.
limited edition, 7,350 pieces. Entertainment Earth exclusive, gold label. And he actually has these lights that come with him. That's pretty cool.
Is he up for sale yet?
Yeah.
Do those lights work?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty neat.
By the way, did you guys get the Batman and Robin set?
Batman and Robin set.
The
For
McFarlane?
McFarlane?
Yeah.
You mean the whole movie set with Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, I didn't. I wanted to, but then I was like, man, I can't go down that path. It's
a really cool set.
Oh, it looks great. I love the movie stuff nowadays,
yeah.
but I can't. I hadn't got anything movie in here except for Turtles, Ghostbusters, and
Star
Back to the
Wars.
Future, Star Wars.
Star
I got a lot. I guess. I'm breaking my rules.
I was gonna say you were trying to make the point you didn't really collect movie stuff, and then you just reeled off a whole
rattled off a
movie
bunch of
figures.
movies.
You're right. You're right.
I got no excuses except for money, I guess, and space.
That's funny. McFarlane.
And then he does the sketch stuff here. So
yeah, those are cool. The sketch edition stuff looks really good in box, I think.
Yeah.
The Spawn one that he come out with here recently is very cool looking.
And that one had the throne, right?
I think so. I think it was a throne version.
And you got him doing his platinums on all of these collector editions.
I mean, finally he's doing it. He did a traditional Wonder Woman at least.
Yeah. I still haven't figured out what his price point. Why are these $10 more than the regulars?
Yeah.
They come with the little stand.
That's not $10.
I know, but that's the difference between the figures.
Is it just me or does that look like China?
Not quite.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, she's white and has dark hair. I mean,
it's that face. I see that face. It's that stoic, angry face.
I don't know. I guess I should talk a little about some news today that we had today, huh?
Oh, yeah, we had some G.I. Joe classified news, right?
Let's do this one first. Do this one first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm in on that.
Did you already back it, or are you going to wait?
Yeah, I've already pre-ordered at Big Bad Toy Store.
So everything you were talking about earlier today about Super 7 and being able to wait and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and grab this. Well, and what's weird is the Toxie figure is, the one they just put out. It didn't go on sale. It was the only one that didn't go on sale. So I picked up, what's the dog? Junkyard Dog on sale. Yeah. I got Radioactive Ranger on sale. They never put Toxie on sale. I don't know why. And I was going because I had the original.
Wait, what are you talking about? Junkyard Dog? What?
From Toxic Crusaders.
From Toxic Crusaders. Oh, okay. I had the original. Remember they did a Toxie like 3 or 4 years ago, and he was just kind of a standalone figure. It wasn't a wave thing. They just did him. Well, then they did the newest one. I wanted to get that one too, and then I'll have this one as well. I'm a nerd for Toxie. I love him. He was literally one of my favorite figures when I was a kid. The original Toxie figure, and he's just always kind of been just a nostalgic thing for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe's. Let's see. We'll start off talking about the name only reveals. So they called Nemesis Enforcer and Nemesis Immortal. And, I went and found that, later on they actually did release him as Nemesis Immortal. So I didn't know that there was a difference in the names there, but I love Nemesis Enforcer from the G.I. Joe movie. Him, Globulus, and the, can't remember what the female's name was, but I want that entire, group of Cobra Law people. You got Stardust, I've never heard of. Can't wait to get Xandar, one of the Dreadnoks, and then you got Leatherneck as well. So pretty exciting.
Cool. Yeah, pretty cool looking figures there.
But
did you pre-order them all?
I did not. I'll tell you who I did once I get through here. Duke here, I did pre-order. So I'll be getting rid of my original Wave 1 stuff and get this instead. Which is pretty much the same figure. They just painted it properly. You got Scarlet. I'll get rid of my original Scarlet and get her instead. She looks great. And then I had bought the Tiger Force Recondo, so I'll switch it out for this one right here. So all 3 vintage cards, luckily they're not just Walmart, and they said that they fixed the card stocks on these. I got Quick Kick, definitely.
That's a good looking figure right there.
Mm-hmm.
They did a really good job on him.
How many figures come with candy bars? And then Big Boa is definitely a must for me. That was one I had when I was a kid, so that was on my top 10 list. My problem is the one we had as a kid actually came with a boxing bag.
Oh, really?
And you don't get that with this. He gets weights instead. And a regular head sculpt. So that's pretty cool, but I would have definitely loved to see the boxing bag come with it too. So that's all I ordered right there was those 5. But then they got Airborne right here. Don't have any love for him. Not sure. Don't remember him from the cartoon very much. You got the Techno Viper.
I'm just glad they went back to the windowed packaging.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they went with the 60th anniversary kind of action soldier. This one's infantry.
Is this the first wave with the window packaging?
Yes.
Or going back to it? This is the first time going back to it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you got your Recon Diver 60th anniversary. So these are cool. It's just not my thing. I actually like I said have nostalgia for the TV show itself and the original figures that I had.
The Recon Diver does look cool though.
Yeah, it looks great. So that was all the Joes. And neither one of y'all are in the in collecting these anymore, all right?
No.
I'm doing the Mezco GI Joes, but that's it.
I think Destro just went up for sale this week, didn't he?
Destro, they cut him in half. He went to half price.
How much is he
Like
now?
50 or $55, something like that. And he's an awesome figure. That is an awesome figure.
So how many do you have in hand?
Just the only one that's come out is Destro. I have seen a bunch of guys doing reviews on Roblox this like over the last week, and he looks even better than Destro. So I can't wait to get him. Plus, Roblox is a top 3 GI Joe character for me. So I'm really excited about getting him in hand. So I'm thinking he'll start hitting probably in the next. Normally, when the reviewers that kind of get the early stuff, it's normally about a month. When it starts hitting, the BBTSs and Entertainment Earths.
So we got some answers to why it's not Nemesis Enforcer anymore. It was a licensing issue that made it Nemesis Immortal.
Says Hasbro let a lot of G.I. Joe licensing lapse. Can't believe the prices on G1 Megatron reissues on eBay. Is there a law preventing the sale of this reissue in America? That's a good question. Yeah, I'm sure there probably is.
I mean, it's not a law, but they made a decision that they're not going to make that because it looks too much like a gun.
I gotcha. Are they saying we won't get an original Recondo for classified?
They didn't say, but that's an interesting question since they're doing it on the retro card. Very interesting.
Yep.
So I want to bring one to your mind here, ManCave, just to see if you have seen anything about these Micronauts.
Okay.
You seen these things?
Yeah, I have, man. And, they've, especially the smaller versions, have, kind of
piqued your
crossed my
interest?
mind. Yeah, because I mean, you know, they literally scale with the Battle Beast. But at the same time, they're not vintage. And it's like, if I'm going to spend $40, I'd almost rather just get an original Battle Beast.
Well, see, this is them trying to give us, like I said, the kind of stuff that we collected as kids,
right?
In the same scale as what we collected,
right?
As what we're collecting now. So
yeah, they look great. I mean, they really do. They look great. I just worry it's kind of one of those lines where I would jump in because it's really cool looking, and then a year from now I'll be selling them for half value.
Because there's no love.
There's no nostalgia with you know, a 6-7 inch, you know, Battle Beast line, basically. You know, I mean, if this was specifically Battle Beast, if it was literally called Battle Beast and it was a 6-7 inch line, I probably would be more apt to do it. But with it being just more of like almost like a homage to Battle Beast, I guess, kind of, you know, I don't know that the nostalgia would be there for me.
Well, it got backed. It got funded, I should say, for the Kickstarter.
Good. I'm actually happy for those guys that it did.
Because poor Shartimus, his thing did not. Again.
No, it didn't.
Street humans, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I hate that. I mean, anytime, you know, independent guys try to do something, you know, you want to see them succeed. You know, you want to see the little guy win. You know, it's kind of the Rocky story. You know, you want to see the little guy win. But yeah, it's just tough. It'd be a tough time right now to try to start a new line, I would think. You know, people are probably not spending as much money as we were 2 and 3 years ago on collectibles, and you know, if it's just not super eye catching, then it's going to be tough to get guys to buy in on it.
And like you said, it was not nostalgia like this right here.
Not nostalgia. Oh man, I'm in on that. I pre-ordered all 4 of those.
Are you serious?
I did, man. I loved Care Bears when I was a kid. My grandmother would tape Care Bears, you know, back in the days when we could actually like tape stuff on VHS. While, you know, it comes on TV, well, your grandma tapes it on a VHS for you. And we would watch Care Bears at her house. I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it.
Not something I thought I'd hear today.
I did not. This was literally a joke one right here.
I cannot wait, dude. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about these.
So which head sculpt are you going to use?
Probably the one on the right.
Okay.
The one on the right.
The cartoon.
Yeah, the one on the right is the cartoon. That's the one I remember because that's what I ended up watching all the time.
I mean, I have to say I watched it too, but this was not going to be something joining my collection.
No, man, it's going in. It is going in. It's going to be right there besides the Battletoads and Earthworm Jim on the premium DNA shelf.
So what did you end up keeping from premium since you got rid of stuff?
Everything. I kept it all.
Okay.
It's just premium's too nice, dude. They do too good of a job. Their Barnyard Commandos and their Mad Balls just look too good. They're too well done. The paint is perfect. The QC is perfect. Everything they have done has been perfect. And I was like, I'm not getting rid of these. So I'll just have a premium DNA section in the main.
Here's another one of their lines they just took over here.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I'll do Mars Attacks. I enjoyed the movie, but I can't say that I really had that much care for it. But it is cool. I think that's kind of another one of those little, you know, kind of niche movies, niche collectibles. I think there's probably a little bit of a base out there for it.
So did you lose all respect, Oleg, for ManCave just now because of the Care Bears?
I mean, not all, but 50% maybe. Oh, that's a great Riddler.
Man, that's awesome right there. Yep.
Yeah, I will be getting that.
You know, the artwork from the Hush storyline was just amazing in general.
Oh man, I love that storyline.
It was a great storyline, and the artwork was amazing. So I will take anything they'll give me from the Hush storyline.
I mean, the Batman Mayfex from Hush and the Superman from Hush are two of my favorite figures that they've done.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome.
Hey, throw Mama Said Pop You out up there real quick.
Right here.
So it's very interesting. Battletoads from Premium actually did a limited edition for some kind of repaints. They got some glow in the dark of the battle bone or the rat bones. They got the 2-pack of the pigs, porca pigs. Then they got a bigger version of the smaller rat, whatever his name was. 300 pieces only, and they still have not sold out. And they've been up for over a month. They still haven't sold those things out.
I hope that's not.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Just give me the 3 frogs. Just make sure I get all 3 of them.
Toads, but yeah.
Yeah, the toads.
All right.
Oh, I love
that. I actually got a thing from Big Bad Toy Store that zits. There was an exclusive, like a con exclusive version.
Yep.
And the regular.
It was the Toy Con exclusive.
Yeah, the Toy Con exclusive. Yeah. So
I went to Toy Con. I got it there.
Oh, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the packaging on that thing. It looks awesome.
Yeah,
looks like a
because
Nintendo.
It's like a Nintendo.
It is like a cartridge. I got the thing from Big Bad Toy Store this morning that both of them were getting ready to hit. So I'm expecting those to hit any time now.
So did you pick? Are you picking? I know you saw the TMNT 3 2-packs the other day.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get them at some point. I didn't pick up anything then. It's too close to Christmas. I don't want to die. I don't want to get in trouble with the wife. So I couldn't go in there and drop $150 on 3 2-packs. But I want this Kino 2-pack and then the 2 turtles from the third movie, or the 4 turtles, the 2 2-packs from the third movie. So,
but it did not get the Perry.
I think they're $62, you know.
Oh.
So
we just lost our look.
Sintastic, come back.
It says I'm back. There he is.
He's back.
So yeah, this was a kind of a weird one to put together.
That's the one that I actually want.
Really? Okay. Is it weird to you that they put the same figure in the same 2-pack?
I mean, a little bit, but he's in 2 different costumes or whatever. So, they should have made him with a Vanilla Ice. That's what they should have.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
All right, there's your question, ManCave.
Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Do you guys buy any Hammond collection? I just got the Brachiosaurus and I have no idea where to display it. Yes, so I have a good many of the Hammond collection, some of the Legacy collection. I've got the original, I guess, Brontosaurus, whatever they want to call him. Not as nice as the Hammond collection, but he's so huge and he looks good up there. So I said, well, I'll just hold off on the Hammond collection one unless I just find it for a really good deal, because I don't even, they're so huge. You can only put so many of those dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But I did see that, the Hammond collection T-Rex was $15 on Black Friday. $15, which I bought him when he come out. Now I'm like, man, I should have waited. Could have got him for $15 instead of $50.
So that's another one.
You just never know what's going to hit.
You never know.
So that's another one that didn't fund either, was that door. The gate.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The gate. Double Down says he had to let go of his NECA TMNT cartoon. I did as well. I let that go, and still collecting about everything else Turtles, but yeah, I let that one go. It was $40 on the Amazon site. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I might would have picked it up if I'd have known that. I just didn't know that.
I might have to pick up this this bagger here just for Big Boa from.
Oh yeah. Use it. Yeah. Double it over. Lucas, what's up, man? Just doing a little toy talk. That's what's going on here. So yeah, join in. Drop your comments. I guess what I say down below or off to the right. I don't know.
What y'all think about the last round? I know you read the stories, ManCave.
Yeah, great story.
Oh, great story. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna pick and choose here. I'll probably get Splinter. Definitely get Raph, Leo. Probably just kind of pick and choose. I don't know that I want to be a completionist on that line.
What's funny that there's already 2 Raphs. You got the regular Raph and then the one with arrows in him. Yeah, that one's pretty cool right there. Probably get all 3 of those guys. But I think it's so awesome with those arrows
poking out there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This was cool.
Am I growing my hair long again? Probably not. As much as I did enjoy that, it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work for your wife.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot. She definitely helped me take care of a lot of it. It was a lot of maintenance.
It was hysterical watching you sit there. I remember when I was at your house, you were getting ready. We're just sitting there talking. You're sitting in a chair. You're just talking like normal, and she's sitting there putting your hair in a bun.
Oh yes, she had to do that. Yeah, I didn't even know how to do it. I didn't even know how to put it up for the longest time. Yeah, it was. I did learn over time though. Toward the end, I could do it myself.
Right when it's time to get rid of it.
That's right. Right when I finally got rid of it. These are pretty cool here. Either one of you guys going in on these?
I thought about it, but ultimately I'm not.
Yeah.
But it was tempting though.
Yeah.
This is like one of these sets where I feel like it's probably going to go on clearance at some point.
Probably so.
And if it does, maybe I'll grab it then.
Yeah.
So really cool the way they've been releasing these things. I guess they release them in the boxes, but then they also release the individuals too.
Yeah.
Kyle, no, they are still going strong with NECA Gargoyles.
Those are cool, but they take up so much space.
The gargoyles,
yeah,
they're cool looking though.
So this is a NECA store exclusive.
So that's a 4-pack. It is an actual 4-pack. Okay.
Yep. Is this specifically from his comic? It's not from the Turtles comic. It's from his comic, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's from the Usagi comic book. Yeah.
Those are kind of cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are.
And they will probably be outrageous here pretty soon if we don't get it on the NECA store.
I mean, what's the retail on them? $150.
Hang on.
And usually those 4-packs are around $150.
Yep, $150.
Yeah. Has anybody picked up the Furay Planet action figures? I have not yet, but they are some cool looking figures. Oh, there we go.
So that's the newest one.
Panda Brothers look awesome.
Panda Brothers 2-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single one of them look good. I don't know how well the figures themselves are in hand.
From the reviews I've seen, pretty solid. Pretty solid. So yeah, what is their price point? Like $90, somewhere in there, just under 100, maybe.
Oh, for the 2-pack it's $165, but you can get them individually for $85. Big Bad Toy Store. Again, very cool looking figures. I love the details to these things.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I got no love for them because it's not nostalgic. Actually, the same way. Those dinosaurs look amazing, but no love. The gator they first started off with had kind of some nostalgic look to it because they look like Leatherhead.
Oh, you know what? I actually own him. I just forgot that I had him.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, here he is. There he is right there. Boom.
Still in package.
Still in package. I haven't got him out yet. But yeah, he looks ridiculously good, you know. I'm gonna get him out. I'm gonna get him out very soon.
I thought he was gonna do it on camera.
I'm gonna put him right here where I can get to him easy. I'll post some pictures on my Instagram.
All right. So besides WWE, which I'm not going to talk about the Ultimates, they replaced Bray Wyatt's figure with Undertaker in this newest wave.
That's the same figure that they had before.
Really?
Yeah.
They're just re-releasing him?
I actually have that figure.
So he's being re-released with the Asuka and the Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the Bray Wyatt that they were going to do.
Yeah.
But the family has given them the rights to keep on making Bray Wyatt figures. So.
Oh, okay. Why'd they pull him here? Just kind of out of respect and kind of let some
respect
time
at the
pass
time, yeah. But they want their kids to be able to see, what impact he actually made on the sport.
I got you.
That Asuka figure looks incredible.
It does. It really does.
It like all her accessories and everything just look amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You're doing a good job on these.
Yeah. I love the Ultimates. And like that Reigns, like I feel like we've had almost that Reigns like 10 times over.
That's a great question. Y'all have definitely bought stuff that you forgot because you bought it again.
Yeah, so this happens a couple times a year, right here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just to name a few. So in wrestling, Brock Lesnar Ultimate, I bought one on like Ringside. Forgot I'd bought it. Bought it on Big Bad Toy Store. The Wolverine Mezco figure, right here.
The metal box, yeah.
Yeah, the metal box Wolverine figure. This one. Bought one on Dorkside Toys and then turned around and bought it again on Entertainment Earth. I mean, it happens.
You know when I fall victim to it is if I order something on like Entertainment Earth or Hasbro Pulse and they don't have a picture of it yet. And then months will go by and it'll be on BBTS and they'll have a picture of it. I was like, oh, wow, that looks awesome. Next thing I know, I have two things arriving of the same thing.
Yeah. This guy right here, this is pipes, the Iron Factory third-party pipes. Bought two of him on accident. Then, here this is where I mess up is I will buy stuff and then it will sit in a box for 6 months. Or a year. You've sent me stuff and
I found it.
What a terrible friend. You send me something out of the kindness of your heart, and then a year later I open it.
Dude, I forgot that I sent it to you. And then like a year later, you're like, oh, I just came across this family. Thanks, man.
Yeah, look what I just found, man. I just popped it open.
I completely forgot about it.
So I will tell you guys, I have never, ever, ever once done this.
Yeah, well, you have everything laid out in a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I mean, you got everything in a spreadsheet, and you're so.
It's all on the shelf. So
yeah.
It has happened. I don't know. I would say probably 10 times, maybe. I would say at least 10 times, probably where I've double bought stuff.
These two Ultimates, I definitely am getting.
Man, those are nice, ain't they?
Yeah. Those are gorgeous.
Those are nice and pretty pricey figures. The original releases of these, and I'm sure these are updated from the originals, but yeah, just obviously they look better. But the original releases were kind of pricey. So this is nice. I love that it comes with the T-shirt.
2 T-shirts.
Both T-shirts.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the NWO and that's pretty
Outsiders,
cool. Yeah. It's almost like, do you got to buy 2 of each?
So today on Mattel Creations, they had the 2-pack Ultimate Edition go up for sale for Piper and George the Animal Steel.
Yep. Coliseum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why can it not ever do Brett's face right?
Man, he must have the hardest face in all of the earth to do.
It's always like a derpy face.
It is. He of all the wrestlers that I've ever collected, Brett gets the worst face scans of anybody.
Yeah.
Double Down. So I don't know if you have Instagram, but there's a guy I bought multiple. He's done multiple dioramas for me. Would You Kindly Studios on Instagram? Check him out. He does really nice dios and he does them for very fair prices. So if you wanted to try to pick up something, he would be a good guy to kind of start with.
Yeah, you got your sewer, you got your Mortal Kombat set
Mortal
up.
Kombat. I got the vintage Star Wars. Not Tatooine. Mos Eisley in the cantina.
Yeah,
it's like the outside of the cantina. He did that for me. It's all really nice and very affordable stuff. Lucas uses the iCollect app to inventory his collection. That's smart. Up to 1,100 pieces. That barely scratches the surface. Yeah, that's smart. I'm just not organized enough. I guess for me, I almost enjoy just flying by the seat of my pants. When I get doubles or something, I don't know, give it to somebody, trade it, whatever.
Mm-mm-mm.
He says they can't do Rey Mysterio's face either.
Ha.
See what you did there.
You get in the ring, Oleg?
No, because I don't have anywhere to put a ring. I have the Mattel Creations ring. So
Come on, man. Put it beside the DeLorean.
I got other stuff beside the DeLorean. Dude.
Now hold on. You were ready to back the big old WCW one.
He was going to keep it in box.
But that I could have put with. I could have put that kind of on the side of the WWE ring, kind of kept it separate. But these rings are huge, dude. They're really big.
Oh, he probably had like a TV dinner table that he was going to put that ring on, right down there in the man cave beside Galactus and his TV dinner table.
I do want this Eric Bischoff figure though, so I will have to somehow get this figure on the secondary market once it's available.
Oh, did you miss out? You missed out.
No, this goes with the ring.
He comes with the
ring.
Oh,
it comes with the ring. Oh, shoot, dude, he'll be a $250 figure.
No, he's not going to be that much, but he'll probably be like 75.
You think it'll be that cheap? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this set is like 150.
But okay, so is this set is it a crowd fund?
No.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, it'll be 75 to $100 for him. Yeah. If it was a crowd fund, then you would be looking at a $200 figure.
Yeah.
All
right, guys.
Man, 2 hours.
Has it been 2 hours?
I feel like that went by really fast.
That did.
Like my internal clock is telling me that it's past my bedtime. But that 2 hours went really fast.
We just got to do this more often. I mean,
we do, man.
Like once every 6 months now. Come on.
Yeah, oh man, we got to do better than this. We got to do better.
We're better than this.
Well, and we got some cool folks that come out and support us even with our inconsistency. They still show up and come out and want to hang with us and talk toys. So, yeah, we owe all of our friends over here in the chat better consistency than what we've been doing.
Yeah, man cave.
I take the blame for it. It's the toy hunting has been sporadic. It's all been sporadic, but hopefully we'll get back to it. I've committed to posting a toy hunt every week all the way through December. So
just do one shelf every just do a little room tour of one shelf every day for the rest of the month.
Yeah, I could do that. Probably not every day, maybe once a week.
One every day. And then we'll compile it all together and make a room tour.
Yeah.
Listen, if JB can do like 9 toy hunts a week, you could do one.
I cannot keep up with JB. JB is he's got that on lock. Let's see, we got some guys over here saying it's been great. Thank you, Toy Mercenaries. Appreciate that. Polly Columbus. I have to watch the replay. I missed the first hour or so.
By the way, have you guys watched Collecting Havoc?
No.
Is Collecting Havoc a fellow YouTuber?
He is. He's relatively new, and he's growing really fast.
Cool.
Really good channel. Really good hunts. He's got like a cool, just kind of mellow, personality.
Yeah.
He comes across very likable.
I'm looking for him right now. I'll see if I can look him up and check his stuff
almost
out.
at 1K. Yep.
Yeah. And his videos do a lot better than that. Like he gets more views than he has subs.
Nice.
So.
Cool. I will. I just subscribed, so I'll check out Collecting Havoc. Cool. I always love to see new YouTubers and meet new YouTubers, and yeah, it's a cool community we have here. Do any of y'all have a real quick? We got one question here. We'll let this question take us out. Do any of y'all have a huge problem with buying something because of FOMO? Absolutely. We talked about this earlier.
No question.
In the live stream. Yeah, it's that is one of my biggest faults in collecting is the FOMO. I'm when I see something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get it right now because it might sell out, and I'll have to try to track it down. So I go and just go and get it. So yeah, FOMO gets me quite often.
I mean, FOMO got me with an entire line, which was Mythic Legions.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, like, once I had a bunch of them, I'm like, these don't really fit my collection.
Yep. I would say we all, if you're a collector, you have fallen victim to FOMO at some point. You're lying if you say you haven't,
Right.
But
yeah, like anyway. I said, it'll be fun for me at some toy shows here soon since I'm missing out on all these legends from this year. I think I have 3 legends from this year.
Wow, man. That's all you've bought is 3 Marvel Legends?
Yep.
Man. I almost picked up the Moon Knight the other day in Target. The kind of retro carded looking Moon Knight. It's a good looking figure.
I mean, I don't know if this is a true variant or whether somebody swapped. I don't know. But you know how that Moon Knight comes with 2 heads?
Yeah, a black face and then the white face.
And most of them have, I think, just the white head, and then the black one is like kind of, on the side.
Yeah, that's how it's set up in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Now there was one that had them swapped, which and it didn't. Like I was looking, I was like, it doesn't look like somebody like redid it.
Yeah. So, it could be. I mean, just different batches or whatever. I mean, they could have just kind of mixed them up a little bit.
I saw that cool. One other time. There was a, I can't remember what they call him, but basically a Zen Deadpool, where it had kind of a venomized face and then a regular Deadpool face, and sometimes it was switched up.
Okay.
Which one was actually on the figure?
That's cool. Well, guys, I think it is time to wrap it up. To everyone in the chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We do apologize seriously for just being inconsistent with our live streams. I'm sure, as most of you guys know, life does sometimes get in the way. But this is so cool because these are my friends, and really, if anything, we in particular need to make more time for each other and do these things. And then the benefit of that is having all of our other friends and supporters in the chat with us as well. So we'll try to get this thing going. Maybe we can do another one here in a couple weeks, and maybe get the Geek on here, JB's Toy Trunk. Maybe get him in here with us, Century TMC.
Yeah.
Try to find, get the whole gang back at some point, maybe.
It'd be interesting actually try to do one like right after Christmas to see like if we got any new toys that we opened on Christmas Day or anything like that. See if our wives or Santa gets the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. But anyway, so for our outros, Mr. Sintastic, give you 30 seconds here.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. It always is a lot of fun with my 2 buddies here and interacting with the community. We thank you. As ManCave said, we're going to try to do this more often. So hopefully that comes to fruition because it's always a good time. And I'm actually going to be on with Yakking with Yukon on Sunday. So
cool. Nice.
Definitely so Yukon Feel, right?
Yeah.
His show's called Yakking with Yukon, but it's Yukon Feel.
Yep.
All right, Dan.
Guys, I appreciate y'all joining us again, and it's always awesome, man. I love it. And like I said, get on over to ZacJacDan.com if you want to see the toy news. And one other thing that my website has that most don't is I actually go in and actually make every picture have a transparent background. So any picture that you might want to use for thumbnails or whatever, you have to deal with that background. I've got them all rebuilt and took the background out of them. So
cool. Jay, drop that link in the comments again one more time before we before we head out, there may be some folks who weren't here when you originally dropped it. But yeah, just really cool website there, guys. If you're a collector, it's well worth saving it to your bookmarks. And then obviously, guys, you're on my channel, so you know where I'm at. I hope everybody has a fantastic holiday, get some goodies from their family, from Santa. Take care of your kids and your wife, obviously. Make sure they get treated well over the holidays. And that's it. I hope everybody has a good rest of your night. I'm ready for bed. Thank you guys for doing this at 7:30. If we'd have did it at 8 o'clock, I would have already been asleep. This wouldn't have been a 2 hour.
You would have been curled up on the floor there.
I would have. Y'all just would have heard me snoring.
Would have been me, Daniel, and I.
That's right. That's exactly. So, but anyways, that's it, guys. That is a wrap. Until next time.
See you guys.